All right, let's begin. Okay, now again, let's start with over on the right side. Let's start I'll do some nomenclature. Okay, I'll review the whole thing. All right, now I'll also put on Haiku one video that reviews nomenclature, acid nomenclature. Okay, easy? All right, now, acid nomenclature can be broken down into two types. Okay? Binary and ternary. Okay? Binary and ternary. Acid nomenclature. Now, what is unique about acid nomenclature relative to any other nomenclature? What's common? What's common in all of the acid nomenclature? What's common? Now, remember, these are not all acids. I'll give you a hint. These are basically Arrhenius acids. An Arrhenius acid is an acid that gives up what in solution? Hydrogen ion. So they're basically Arrhenius acids. What do all Arrhenius acids have in common? Anybody?
They're all part of water.
They all dissociate to varying degrees in water. Good. What else? Would a strong acid dissociate completely or partially in water? A strong acid is going to dissociate completely in water, right? A weak acid is going to dissociate partially in water. Okay, so you may want to go tell them to move along because, yeah, that might be a good idea. Yeah, why don't you go out and do that? Okay? And I don't even want to know who it is. That's how, yeah, exactly. I don't have to. It's amazing how he read through the lines there. All right, so what is common, therefore, with all Arrhenius acids relative to a formula? If I write a formula of Arrhenius acid on the board, what's obvious in the formula? Anybody? Come on, guys, please. I know that it's 8:10 on a Thursday, which is our Friday. It's June on Monday. I know, it's the end of May. I know. But come on. Michael, come on, let's go. Fatima, let's go. Let's go, come on. Anybody? Haley, come on. You can do this. What's common? Haley's playing video games. Okay. Anybody? Yes. What's common in all the formulas? Anybody?
Hydrogen.
Yes, hydrogen is where?
In the formula.
Hydrogen is in the formula. Excellent. Well done. That's actually quite true. But wouldn't it be nice to know where hydrogen is? What group is hydrogen in over there?
One.
It's in group 1. And what do all group 1 elements form? What kind of ions? They all form hydrogen ions. Now, hydrogen will form hydrogen ions, and sodium and lithium and beryllium, rubidium and cesium, they'll all form their own ions. But what is the charge of all those ions? They're all cations. Good. I feel like I'm pulling teeth. And they're +1. Good. And where do the plus ions, where do the cations go in a typical formula relative to nomenclature? On the right or the left? On the on the left. Good. So therefore, they all have H plus as a member of the formula, correct? All of them, and they're all on the left, all the hydrogens. So let me make a few examples on the board, okay? So let me get rid of this. We know that it's +1, right? +1. All right, and what about, let's see, what's a ternary acid? Anybody know what a ternary acid is? What ternary? When you think of the word ternary, what do you think?
3.
The number 3. Okay, so 3 what? 3 hydrogens. So this is ternary, or How about this? Is this ternary? Sorry. Is this ternary? Wait a second. Is that ternary? It has 3 elements in it. 3 atoms? No. 3 ions? No.
3 elements.
3 elements. So let me give you some typical ones, okay? We're going to only go typical. Clear? Just typical stuff. So what polyatomic ion is NO3? You should know this. I heard it. Say it. Nitrate. What about SO4?
High sulfate.
Sulfate. And PO4?
Phosphate.
Phosphate. Now, what's the charge of nitrate? Now, if you don't remember, you know that hydrogen is +1, right? So nitrate would have to be what? Would it have to be what? -3? Is that what you said? Where do you get -3 from?
You said negative.
He said -4. Typical. Okay. Typical. All right, so what would the charge of nitrate have to be? How many nitrates are here? 1. So it would have to be -1, right? How about sulfate? -2. And how about phosphate? -3. Very good. Very good. -3. And let me just tilt this a little bit to the left, to the right. Okay. Now. So how do you name binary acids? How do you name them? How do you name it? Kaylee, how do you name a binary acid? Any idea? This is important. You have a test on this next Thursday. I think yours is next Wednesday, so wouldn't it be nice to know that? You have been studying acids for a little over a week now. Any idea? Yes?
If the anion names end in IDE, then it's hydro root of anionic acid.
Okay, let me clean that up for you because there's some exceptions to that, so let me clean that up a little bit. It's not necessarily that they end in IDE that you apply this, because you have ternary acids where the polyatomic ion ends in IDE. One really two actually, but one specifically very contradictory to that rule. But it's really, when you have a binary acid, it's hydro, the roots, and then ic. Ic for all of them, okay? So the root would come from the what? You said it, Haley. What did you say? What's the root from? The anion, right? So what would the root be for this?
Chloride.
Chloro. Chloro from chlorine. Bromo. Okay. Brome. What about this? Nitro. Okay. And phosphor. That kind of idea. What about this? Sulfur. Those would be the roots. Okay. So you'd have to work with that a little bit. Okay. So this is going to be hydro. You know the name of it. You're just exactly hydrochloric. I'm not going to write the names down. We're going to say them.
Okay, yeah.
I want you to hear them. Okay. Hydrochloric. What would this be? Hydrobromic. What would this be? Hydronitric. What would this be? You got to add that extra syllable relative to the nitric. Phosphoric. You got that extra syllable in there. Hydrophosphoric. Okay? And what about this one? Same thing, an extra syllable. Fatima?
Is that an N?
That's an N. N3. What am I doing? Sorry. I was confused. Sorry. My apologies. Oh, you got that one up there. So what am I missing? Okay, good. Sorry. I do that once in a while. I have this kind of weird, kind of inverted dyslexia. Okay, so that is hydrophosphoric, right? Yes? That's right now? Thank you for, who said that? All right, extra credit, Fatima. Make sure you remind me. Okay. That's all right. Thank you, Fatima. I know. Michael discovered it, but he's too shy. You know, when I think of Michael, I think of him as a very shy person. You're right. And that is sulfuric, hydrosulfuric, okay? Now ternary, what do you do with ternary? What do you do with ternary? What's the key with ternary? Okay? Rashid, I'm glad that you're on the internet. You don't really have to be there, so why don't you shut the computer? Okay, thank you very much. Hassan, you want to shut the computer and pay attention to what we're doing? You may be doing your homework or your worksheet, but now you're going to do poorly on the test because this is a major portion of the test. Okay? So, what do you do with this? You have no, let me write that in a different color. You have no prefix with ternaries. What's the rule? Does anybody remember the rule? No prefix. No prefix. And then what do you do? What's the rule? Is there any rule? Any rule? Yeah. Just memorize them. Memorize these. That's it. No rules. TJ. All right, you have the root. You have the root. Okay? Just like before, like hydronitric, hydrosulfuric. You still have that root. Okay? You still have that root. And then the 8 becomes what? 8 becomes ick. 8 becomes ick. And then eit becomes what?
8. Oh, us.
8 becomes eit and eit becomes 8. No. Us. O-U-S. Us. It's on there. Okay? So, what would this be? Nitrate. Nitrate 8. Nitric. Good. Nitric. Yeah? What about this one? Sulfuric. Good. How about this one? Phosphoric. What about this one? Here's a weird one for you. Yeah, there's no rule, right? Ide. That's I-D-E. I-D-E. What does it become?
Hydrosan.
No prefix. Yeah, all right. So you're saying there's no rule, so why not put a hydra there, right? That's what you're saying? All right. Yeah, all right. According to that logic, that's a pretty good answer, actually, but it's not correct. It's pretty good. You have the idea. You do have the idea. Ide or ide. 8 or ide becomes ick. 8 or ide becomes ick. So that's cyanic. Cyanic acid. Not very dangerous. Cyanic acid. Okay? When they say cyanide, there's no such thing as cyanide. Cyanide is not molecular. Cyanide is a polyatomic ion. You have to attach it to something. Potassium cyanide, cyanic acid, it has to be attached to something. Okay? Right? You get it? So, what about this one? Here, I'll put one here. Just to... What's that one? Sulfurous. Very good. Very good. Sulfurous. And another one? Go ahead. You're getting there. Go ahead, big guy. Go ahead. Do it. No. Let him do it. You can do it. Go ahead. Just say something. Nitrous. You said it. Nitrous. That's right. Nitrous acid. Nitrous. You get it? Yes? Yes? Okay. Remember this one from bleach? The polyatomic ion from bleach? You should know that. Oh, sorry. Chloroform. No. Chloroform. Chloroform.
Yeah.
Hypo. TJ.
No, it was me.
Extra credit. Sorry, you got to speak up, girl. Okay? So this is hypochlorous acid, hypochlorite, right? Hypochlorite. I am not giving you a polyatomic ion sheet. You should know these simple ones. I'm not giving you ones that are difficult. I'm not giving you ones that are difficult. You'll have the periodic table for these, but you should know nitrogen, and you should know NP, Cl, Br, F. You should know those. Clear? And I'm not giving you anything fancy. I'm not giving you a fancy. I'll give you nitrate, phosphate, sulfate, maybe a chlorate, something like that. But I'm not giving you anything fancy. I'm not giving you oxalate or tartrate. Yes? What about this one? Here's one. Here's a negative polyatomic ion. What does this become? What does that become? Who wants some extra credit? Quickly, let's see who says it.
Hydroxide.
Oxygen hydroxide.
Hypochlorous acid.
No, they all got it wrong.
Hypochlorous.
Hypo.
Uranium.
Water.
H2O.
HCl?
H and hydroxide is water.
What are you looking at?
The HO.
Oh, I was looking at HCl. Oops, sorry.
Sure.
I mean, I drew that on the board. If you had your laptop closed.
Oh,
Rashid, close your laptop. Everybody close your laptop. I said to close your laptops, but you ignored me.
That's why you got it wrong.
I'm being ignored.
Yeah, so
You're
stop
hurting
with
my
my extra
feelings.
credit.
You're hurting my feelings. Go ahead. Go on. Shut your computer. Just because you have 125 average. Now, be humble. Now, as opposed to me, be humble. Okay, now. Now, so that's it for that particular. So shall we stop and make another one? We'll say review for nomenclature. Okay? Yes? Okay.